Hello children, in this class you are going to learn about a new lesson in our syllabus, that is Advent of Europeans to India. Advent of Europeans to India. Children, who are Europeans? Europeans are nothing but the natives of Europe continent. They are called Europeans. Here Advent means arrival. So, advent of Europeans to India means the arrival of European people into India. Children, do you know our country under the British rule for a long period of time? So, we know, right? And finally our national leaders and all, they fought very well, and finally they brought us freedom to our country. So initially, before they rule in India, why the Europeans are came to India? Listen, there are some spices are there in India which are having more demand in the European countries. Simply we can say that Europeans are arrived to India for trade purpose. For trade purpose, they are arrived to India. Europeans arrived to India for what purpose, children? They are arrived to India for trade purpose. Trade means what? For doing business. For doing business. Okay. Now, Europeans means, I told you, right, the natives of Europe continent. Okay. Who are the Europeans came to India? So now, Europeans. First, Portuguese. The second one, Dutch. The third one, British. And the fourth one, French. So the Europeans who arrived to India, the first one is Portuguese. So Portuguese means from the country Portugal. See here, Dutch means Netherlands. And British means England. And finally French. So if the question may ask who are the Europeans arrived to India means, you have to give the answer Portuguese, Dutch, British and French. So these are the people who arrived to India. So now, first of all, how they are arrived? In the year on 17th May 1498, on 17th May 1498, a person named Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese person named Vasco da Gama reached to India on 17th May 1498. He reached Calicut region. Calicut region means that is there in Kerala. So here, with the arrival of Vasco da Gama, we can say that Portuguese are the first Europeans to India, first Europeans to arrive India on the year 1498. After that, the sea route discovered by the Vasco da Gama, all the remaining Europeans are arrived to India. Children, if the question may ask who discovered sea route to India means, you have to say that Vasco da Gama discovered sea route to India. Vasco da Gama discovered sea route to India. So in which year he reached to India? In the year 1498 on 17th May, Calicut region. Calicut region where, children? That is there in Kerala. So he reached that region, so that he is the first person to find out sea route to India. Vasco da Gama is the first person to find out sea route to India, and after that the remaining Europeans are arrived to India with the same route which is discovered by the Vasco da Gama. Children, the major trade center of Portuguese is Goa. Goa is a major trade center. Goa is a major trade center. Trade center of Portuguese. Goa is a major until the Portuguese left from India. Goa is a important trade center. Children, here one point I will say, remember it is very important. The first Europeans to reach India Portuguese, the last Europeans to vacate from India also Portuguese. See, they reached to India 1498, right? And finally in the year 1961, after we got independence, 1961, Portuguese peoples are left out from India. So with that, first Europeans arrived. First Europeans to arrive and last to vacate. First Europeans to arrive and last to vacate, both also Portuguese only. Portuguese. I told you first to arrive in which year they arrived 1498 and last to vacate in the year 1961. They left Goa and they are returned to their country. So with this, finally Portuguese are the first Europeans to arrive to the sea route, and most importantly Vasco da Gama is a person who discovered sea route to India. So now until 17th century, Portuguese peoples maintained monopoly over trade in India. Means until 17th century they maintained their power over India. After that, what happened, you know, with the arrival of British and Dutch, especially with the arrival of British, the power of Portuguese in India declined. So initially, how their power is rise and how they are declined in their power, we will discuss now. So children, how their Portuguese people's power rised in India after their arrival. So here the list of points I mentioned over here. These points are the major reason for the Portuguese power to rise in India. First of all, Jamarin gave permission. See, I told to you, right, Vasco da Gama arrived to India in the year 1498 to which region of India? Calicut, that is there in Kerala. At that time, the king of Calicut is Jamarin. The king of Calicut is Jamarin. Jamarin gave permission to Vasco da Gama to enter into India and to do trade in that region. So again I am repeating, Jamarin, the king of Calicut, gave permission to Vasco da Gama to enter into India. So that is the first reason for their rise. After that, there is one person is a very important from the Portuguese. He is appointed as a governor. He is none other than Albuquerque. Appointed as a governor in the year 1509. See, in the year 1509, Albuquerque appointed as a Portuguese governor. After that, in the year 1510, he captured Goa from which sultans? Vijayapura sultans. Children, Vijayapura sultans we discussed in Bahmani kingdom, right? At that time, Goa is ruled by Vijayapura Sultan, that is captured by Albuquerque in the year 1510. So he is considered as the real founder of Portuguese in India. So Albuquerque is a real founder of Portuguese. We can say that Albuquerque, real founder of Portuguese. Albuquerque is considered as a real founder of Portuguese in India. See, question may ask, why Albuquerque is considered as a real founder of Portuguese in India means you have to write in the year 1510 he captured Goa from the Vijayapura Sultans. After that he captured Remaining. So after Albuquerque, the remaining governors who came to India, they captured some of the places like Dayu, Daman and Dayu and Hooghly. This is in Bengal region. Along with these remaining places also captured by the Portuguese people. My dear children, these are the main reason for the rise of Portuguese power in India. The first one, Jamarin. Who is Jamarin? He is the king of Calicut. Gave permission to Vasco da Gama to do trade, and after that in the year 1509 Albuquerque appointed as a governor. So in year 1510 he captured Goa from the Vijayapura Sultans, so that he is considered as real founder of Portuguese in India. And after that Albuquerque and remaining governors after Albuquerque, they captured some of the places like Daman, Dayu and Hooghly and remaining Bengal regions. So children, so while you are watching this class, just pause the video and write all the points. These are very important. So these are the main reasons for the rise of Portuguese. Now, I mentioned to you already, until 17th century, Portuguese peoples are maintained monopoly. They are very strong until 17th century. After 17th century, what happened? You know, the power of Portuguese is decreased in India. Now, what are the reasons to decrease their power? What are the reasons to decline their power? First one, a strong navy. Children, do you know what is navy? Navy means, see, water body security. Water body security, that is known as navy. See, Portuguese peoples are having navy force, Dutch people are having navy force, and English people are having also navy force. But the navy force of Dutch and English is more stronger than Portuguese navy force. The Dutch navy and English navy is more stronger than Portuguese navy. Next, Portuguese officials, they became highly corrupt. Means what, you know? They are not working for the government. They are working for their personal enjoyment. Means whatever the money they are gained, that money without giving to the government, they are using that money for their personal use. Portuguese people, they became a highly corrupt. And after that, religious fantasism. Fantasism means what, you know? Favor, religious favor. Religious favor. So here Portuguese peoples are trying to convert other religion people into Christian religion at that time. So that is also one of the factor that will be declined. That is also one of the factor to decline the Portuguese power. Religious fantasy means what, you know? See, actually, what is the religion of Europeans? That is Christianity. After they arrived to India, they try to convert the remaining religious people into Christianity. So that will be leads to several oppositions by the other people. That is one of the main reason. Religious fantasism. They want to convert other religion people into Christian religion. And more importantly, decline of Vijayanagara Empire. Sri Krishna Devaraya and Vijayanagara Empire, they are a strong supporters to the Portuguese. They are the strong supporter to the Portuguese. After the decline of Vijayanagara Empire, there is no proper support to Portuguese by the Vijayanagara. That is the reason why Portuguese power is declined. So the downfall of Vijayanagara dynasty also one of the reason to decline Portuguese power. Children, again I am repeating, strong navy of Dutch and English. That is the first reason to decline. They are unable to compete. Portuguese officials, they became a highly corrupt. Highly corrupt means they are using the government money for their personal use, and religious fanaticism means the Portuguese peoples who are there in India, they want to convert other religion peoples into Christianity. And finally, the last one, decline of Vijayanagara Empire. That is also one of the main reasons for the downfall of Portuguese power in India. Children, in this class so far, we discussed the introduction of the lesson, advent of Europeans to India, and we discussed who are the Europeans arrived, and after that how they are arrived, who discovered the sea route to India, in which year, and all we discussed, right? And after that, Portuguese are the first Europeans are arrived to India, and what are the major reasons to rise their power, and after that how the Portuguese power is declined in India. This is the content we discussed in the first class of advent of Europeans. Children, in the coming class we will meet again with some more information about the remaining Europeans, how they are arrived and how they are maintained trade centers in India. Thank you children. Have a nice day.